Hello and welcome back to my art stream. This is day 131, I think, of daily practice. Um, Whoops. So yeah, we're gonna be working on this drawing of Tracer and Widowmaker. Um, yeah, let's go. So yesterday I had mentioned that I'm like not happy with where her face is at, and I might just try, like I'm gonna copy this layer. Kind of my jam now is just copy layers and then do whatever I want to the one extra piece. I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna get rid of her whole head and redraw it. I really am not liking where it's at. And I think editing it is only gonna get me so far. So I'd rather just start over. Okay. This shit, how did I change color? It kind of sucks because like a lot of her like left side of her body is going to be totally behind Tracer unless I like export both of these as like a Photoshop and then I like put them together afterwards. Which I don't know. It might be worth doing that, but I don't know. Probably not. I'm not even sure like where I went wrong yesterday with the face. It's like a lot of it seemed pretty like regular. Like I was having a lot of trouble with like the nose, a whole bunch of stuff. I think it might be because she has like a pretty pointy chin and it's like hard for me to get my head around it. Okay, so maybe it would help if I drew some more of her back so I'd have more reference points. I'm changing the way that I do stream titles a little bit. I want to make sure that people know that I don't have music in here, so I added in like a, I don't remember if I said voice only or music or no music or something in the beginning of the stream title. I think a lot of times people like enter art streams to just kind of like listen to whatever the person's listening to. I don't want to lead people on, I guess. I was watching a YouTube earlier about Widowmaker's lore. I mentioned yesterday that I was gonna try to look into that, and hers isn't like quite as interesting as Tracer's, but it's still pretty good. It's like I guess she was married to this Overwatch person. I don't know who actually. I didn't recognize the name immediately. Um, and this group had like tried to kill him like a whole bunch of different times, and they were unsuccessful. And they like ended up trying to get to that guy through Widowmaker, so they like kidnapped her and like turned her into like a sleeper agent. And then after she killed her husband, they like brought her in and like made her into like a super weapon. They like slowed her heart and made her like an awesome assassin. That's why she's like bluey purpley, because her like heart is slow and it doesn't pump blood as much. I guess that makes her a better assassin. Slow blood. I don't know. That's Story of Widowmaker. Oh, I don't know why I'm having so much trouble with Widowmaker. Like with Tracer, I was just like beep beep beep, good to go. I wish I had higher res pictures too. Like the picture I'm using is just a screenshot from PS4. I probably should have looked up if anyone else had posted screenshots online so I could get a higher res one. My Steam machine thing is coming. Just got a shipment notification, so I'll have that in a little bit. So when Overwatch actually comes out, I should be able to take better screenshots for the other characters that I want to draw. I super fucked up face yesterday. Ugh. I think I basically want to like figure out her entire skull and then draw the face on top of it. And this might end up making it look, yeah, Widowmaker time. Early days though. You go to crummyfigures.tumblr.com. I have like what I'm planning this drawing to be, and it's like her assembled with the tracer drawing I was doing the other day. The tracer's still on this, and they're going to be like back to back. She's got like such weird proportions because she's like pretty, but her face is so sharp and like strangely proportioned. She's got like a really sharp chin like a really small nose. So if you don't get it right, it's really easy to make her just look like a fucking weirdo. I'm not gonna put her helmet thing on just yet. I think that was one of the traps that I fell in yesterday with like positioning stuff. I just got like real weird. We don't want this shit to be real weird. I want it to be real good. I'm redrawing the whole head. I think this might be a little bit too tall, but we'll see. Maybe not. I really like Widowmaker's design, like her machinery stuff, like her arm, her left arm, and her like helmet fighter eyes thing is really cool. I'm like blown away by how good the character designers at Blizzard are. They're just like super legit. I actually think they've gotten better since WoW started to get popular, because like early WoW concept art and stuff was not like amazing, and then like as it kept going it got like better and better and better and better, just because they were making so much money that they could like hire whoever they wanted basically. And now they're like some of the best developers in probably the world. Like I've heard people, like, because I've been researching the alpha computer Alienware, um there's like a lot of people talking about how good a lot of the Blizzard games are, like from an optimization standpoint. And they're like, yeah, like most developers don't get nearly as optimized as Blizzard gets, which is pretty awesome. Like from a gameplay standpoint, I guess that makes sense. Like if you want the biggest audience, like making sure it works on the most computers, like duh. I can even get like a fairly cheap, low power PC. I should be able to play Overwatch at like decent res and stuff. So I'll have to get like streaming stuff set up on that too, so I can take some videos of how it works. I don't feel like a lot of people are talking about the Alienware Alpha very much anymore. I think it used to be like kind of popular to talk about. It's supposed to be like this console killer type of thing, you know? I'm like I'm like worried about her face because yesterday it just turned out so bad. I guess even if it turns out bad, I could just start painting tonight, either way, one way or the other, and just if it's bad, just fix it with colors. I want to try to break down her face into some like, component parts so I can get things sort of placed in the right spot. So from tip of her helmet, the bottom of her nose, it's about 1 unit. So if I say, okay, I'm just doing this to try to avoid getting like small face syndrome, which I think is what was happening last night. I was just getting like weird proportions for everything. So from here to here, if I bisect that basically in half, that's where the bottom of her nose should be. Her face is at a pretty deep angle inward, which I don't think I'm representing very well. So let's try to fix that first. I'm not sure if I need to just shift it. I think I kind of need to do 2 things. Like do a little bit of that. Maybe a little bit of this. Okay. That's not bad. It might not be enough still. But if it looks like her face almost needs to be like at this kind of angle. Right now, I have mine at that kind of angle. I guess I could do that just by pulling in her chin, because her chin looks like it's a little bit long. Like if I shorten her chin to here, pretty close. I think I can work with that. Hold on. Liz is waving at me. She just has to restart the computer, so it's going to make a noise. She's a great girlfriend, so she wanted to warn me. Alright. That's basically where her nose gotta be. Now, her nose has like a self shadow below it. And then it's like just basically like very dainty other than that. So from here, the angle of her lips is like pretty intense. Like that, kinda. I don't know, like in this drawing, for whatever reason, it's just like, not drawing, in this screenshot, it gets very, very dark here on this back side. And there's like a second phobia. I think this top one is this one on the other side, and then this one is this one on the other side. So they're on two different like levels. I'm just gonna like darken this one. I guess this one too. Kind of like let me know where those two things are. So her lip shape is difficult because it's at such a weird angle. I think it's basically something like this. Like, it's so hard. Her whole face is just really difficult for me to render. Shit. Alright, no matter how this face comes out, I'm just gonna start coloring and I'm gonna fix it with fucking colorful magic. Paint on top. I'm sick of drawing and redrawing this shit. I might have to move her whole head down because I think her chin's gonna be too long if I just continue that. And her chin's like so fucking sharp, it's crazy. And then she's got like a serious case of like Disney princess eyebrows, like really long, like almost uniform width the whole way. If you haven't noticed that with Disney princesses, go check it out. Like from like Tangled onward, basically everyone has a very similar face. Ever since they started doing towards 3D. Maybe before that, I haven't seen a ton of recent Disney stuff. Now her face looks too wide. Whoa, fuck. Alright. I can already tell this face is kind of fucked up too. How can we fix it? This whole jobby comes in. Got there. I think the amount of trouble I'm having with Widowmaker is kind of indicative of the like style differences between her and Tracer. I feel like Tracer like falls more into the style of stuff I would like normally draw, and Widowmaker's pretty different from what I do normally. I'm having trouble like reconciling that difference. Okay, I think that's starting to look a bit better. Her eye is like also very like not defined. It's just like very dark, like shadowy as hell. I hope that like practicing these different styles will help me just get better as along with like practicing anatomy and things. Like the ideal for the end of this year is to kind of be able to draw from reference basically whatever it is. And then in that time I'll be like learning anatomy and like all this other stuff like shading and everything late. And by the end of the year I will hopefully have enough experience that I'll be able to start doing stuff from memory, so I'll be able to do my own like fan arts without using reference at all, or like using like limited references. I used to draw without reference a lot, and it was really fun. The same person keeps like entering and leaving chat, and I don't know why. They've come in 2 or 3 times. Kind of makes me want to like put the people in chat, the list of names up on the screen, just so you can see that I'm not crazy and that there's like people coming in and just like watching for a couple seconds and then being like, peace. And there was that one night where I got like 10 people all at once. It was really weird. I still feel like her chin's too big, even though it's like measured, sort of. You know what? Good enough. I need to move this whole. I don't have enough space. Move this whole thing down. It should only be like a little bit away from her shoulder. Rotate it a little bit forward. I think that gets me the extra angle that I was looking for. I think this head is better than yesterday's. Small. Fuck. Alright. Yep, that looks too small. Now I'm just trying to get everything positioned and kind of in the right spot so I can start coloring. And then any issues with line work I'll be able to fix while I color. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Hello, Mr. Barrios. I don't know how much thought I should even put into her back arm because it's not going to really be visible for the most part. Or what Widowmaker's hair looked like before she was turned into an assassin. Do you think she always had this giant like spike of hair, or do you think she had like a more normal haircut? I like that they have like reasoning around why she's bluish. I wonder if they came up with the character design first and then figured it out. Alright. What do I want her back arm doing? Is there anything that it could be doing that would be kind of visible behind Tracer? I guess it could just be like on her hip or something. Doesn't need to be very good. And she has like a... Is this even visible? Okay, that is. So she has like a metallic thingamadoog. Machinery is so hard for me for some reason. Guy's come and gone another like 2 or 3 times already. So I don't even know how much more detail I need to put into this before I start coloring, because I'm going to do a lot of the detail work while coloring, I think. Probably don't need to do too much detail on her arm. Um, like that's probably fine. And then got like exposed skin here. And then really no what the inside of this looks like, but the outside is like these two like ports, it looks like almost. It could be used for ejecting gases from her gun or some weird thing like that. I don't know. I wish I could see a shot of what the inside of this like arm metal stuff looked like. I have absolutely no idea, so I'll just draw something sort of angular and be like, it's metal. Whatever, doesn't matter. It's gonna be behind Tracer anyway. Boop. I guess you can see her like wrist a little bit, but whatever. Yeah, that's better. Delete old one. Okay, so I'm gonna start coloring just so I can start detailing stuff. So her skin tone is like kind of something in that range. I think I'm just gonna do the whole thing in this color and try to get it like sort of clean, and then I can go over it and start adding in like the purples and grays and the like. I kind of wish that I had figured out that I wanted to do like a double picture with Tracer and Widowmaker together before I drew Tracer, because I probably would have adjusted Tracer's pose to be something that was a little bit easier to fit someone else with. Because her pose kind of takes up a lot of room. It does not like frame another person very well. But I was like basically finished with her when I decided to do Widowmaker. That dude has to be a bot, right? He like came and left like so many times. Craziness. Mr. Barrios, what are you doing, man? You playing like red light, green light? Oh, like a like a ghost. As soon as his name was spoken, he is gone again. Or she. I wonder if on my like alpha, if I'll be able to do like super high res screenshots. Well, I think the only monitor I have is 2560 by 1440. But 1440p should at least be like better, right? Than 1080 for like a single screenshot detail wise. It doesn't have to be playable. I can just do it at like 1 frame an hour if I want, as long as I can take a screenshot. Jabarios is back again. So today's my third day at Crunchyroll. I really like it there. It's a great company. So excited about the stuff that I'm working on too. Like I think it's gonna be so fun. Hello, people in chat. Jesus, I fucking bring a foot on the screen and chat fills up. What the hell? Is it the feet that brings people around? Because, like, for some reason, all the YouTube archives, whenever it's like a foot thing that I'm working on that day, and like the uh, thumbnail is a foot, it has like way more views. Are that many people into feet stuff? Or is it just like coincidental? Her arm is like definitely too short. But you know what? Get bigger. I fucked up selection that time. I'm not sure I want to do this. I'm just going to move that off there. I can easily reselect it. These. Is it feet? They went away from the feet and the chat room emptied out again. Do I bring a foot up and is it just gonna fill up again? Don't be so weird, chat people. That test didn't yield any results. One person has like entered and left chat hundreds of times at this point. Gone again. Music time. They probably shouldn't have collapsed pencils yet. I am realizing color overlay layers work? That could fix this. If I do that and I change the layer mode color, hue, saturation, color. They don't work great. Hmm. Maybe just real quick, I should go over the lines again. I'm like worried that I'm gonna lose stuff. And I guess I could tighten up some stuff too, because there's a lot of like messy junk happening. So I'm gonna take this, knock it back a little, new layer. When I do it, I want to make sure I get the back of her costume like really detailed, because I think the like design of the back of her like open area on her back is really cool. Got like cool spider stuff happening. I guess one of the benefits of doing another round of pencils over this is that I can kind of correct some of the line stuff that I wasn't totally happy with the first time. I probably should have just not collapsed all that stuff together. Live and learn. I want to know what this Mr. Barrios' deal is. I wonder if he's just like losing internet connection or something. If that's true, I'm sorry for calling you out over and over again. It's really funny that you keep leaving the room. Coming back. Hey Liz, do you remember if on Joy of Painting, if there's music in the background or not? No? I just need to like start talking about happy trees and stuff. Did I undo this? Because I definitely filled in this eyebrow. Still wish I could put like a compass on the screen to show what straight up is. Why did I suddenly get like super messy on that? So after I finish going over these lines, I think I'm gonna call it for the day. We still have probably like 10-15 minutes left, I'd imagine. Wow. Oh, did I hit gallery with my left finger? That was weird. That's better. Oh. I was drawing her back and I noticed that the smaller of her back is a lot closer to her elbow than I have it, so I figured I'd fix it. Still looks too far away. The more I mess with this, the more edits I say shit. This Widowmaker is going to take a little bit longer. I think I might need to make the Widowmaker a little bit bigger, or tracer smaller. What is that? Like thumping. I don't think there's actually that much that needs to get corrected on the boot. There's only like additional details, like there's like a little diamondy thing here. I realized her shoe had like spikes on it till just now. I don't think I have it in me to redo her gun tonight. Hey Kumalpaka, thanks for following. This is kind of a shit show stream right now. I junked up a lot of stuff today. Just starting to fix it. I'm pretty tired. I'm hoping that this will come together tomorrow, though. I think it will. Yeah, I know that the no music is sort of weird. I'm hoping that people just play their own music while they watch. 'Cause I like to archive these, and I don't want it to mute the whole thing if I archive them. I mean, I'm listening to music, you just can't hear it. I think that's pretty close to it for today. Let's check in with where Tracer's at. Eventually this is going to be like, I don't want to move Widowmaker because she's all multiple layers, but it's going to kind of be like that with two of them back to back, and they'll both be nicely painted and stuff. Um, no, I know a lot of people like go to these art streams to listen to music, but eh, oh well. I'm just basically doing this to because I'd be drawing. I've been doing this thing since January where I'm drawing every day. Today's day 131, consecutive days drawing, and I figured if I'm doing it anyway, I might as well stream it. But if I'm streaming it, I'd want the archive for myself. Um, and if I play music, then everything gets muted basically. So, and I archive these on YouTube, and I have a blog where I'm posting every day. So I know it kind of sucks that there's no music, but I mean, start up Spotify, and there you go. Thanks. Campo Santo shirt and Stedico. That's my pajamas. All right, well, I think that's it for me tonight. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be back again tomorrow. Uh, and thanks for the follow again. And I'll see you later. Adios.